Yes, today's issue of the Fantastic Four I'll be reviewing is issue 412. Now, for all of you ladies out there who are a huge fan of Mr. Fantastic and always wish that he would be your knight in shining armor, this is one of the comics to read for that. And for all of you out there who just thinks Mr. Fantastic isn't aggressive enough, and you wish he'd be more like Johnny Storm, this is the issue you want to read. Now, why would I say that? Okay. Basically, for the longest time, people thought Reed was dead. You know, with back in 404, Namor comes over to tell, you know, Susan, hey, I understand your husband is dead. You know, I've lost my kingdom. Why don't we get together? That way, you know, since we understand each other, it might work out this time. You know, so in this one we see, you know, Sue apparently was hurt pretty bad, so she, and Reed's just being the perfect husband he can and doing what he can, you know, with all that. Also, the Inhumans are there and doing, you know, the best he can with that. So let's go on. Let's see. Now here's one part of the comic that was just pretty tragic. You know, Elijah is really trying to get back with Johnny. She's overcome her anger at him, and she's just like, I really do love the idiots. Will he ever give me the opportunity to come back? And it's like, she's just doing the best she can, and it looks like even Ben's starting to fall in love with her a little. And you just got, you know, unfortunately we have to have these love triangles in here because otherwise, you know, it just doesn't make it any fun. I know the girls who read this are just like, ooh, so the thing's in love with him. Fine. You just gotta have fun with that. Okay, Namor comes rushing in. Susan, I came as soon as I could. And that's very kind of you, Namor. But it really wasn't necessary. The doctor told me there's nothing to worry about. The only serious injury was to my pride. I feel like an absolute fool for giving everyone such a fright. Let's see. This close call has made me realize that I must hold my tongue no longer. What are you trying to say? I love you, Sue. I have always loved you, and deep within your heart, you must acknowledge that you have the same towards me. Have you gone mad? I'm married to Reed. And it just goes from there. Reed happens to walk in the room when, you know, Namor's just like, you know, you gotta come with me. And back away from her, Namor. Leave her alone. Now. Make no attempt to interfere, Richards. Namor the First claims this woman for his own. She's living with me, and you do not possess the necessary power to keep us apart. That's what you think. Whack! Yeah, Reed attacked him directly. Let's see, see. Get a hold of yourself, Reed. There's no reason to overreact. Namor didn't mean what he said. He isn't responsible for his action. He recently lost his kingdom and... Don't defend him, Sue. I'm not blind. I know exactly how Submariner feels about you. But he went way over the line today, and now he's got to pay. And she's like, whoa, is Reed saying this? Even in the previous ones when Reed kind of went a little overboard against Namor, he wasn't this aggressive. That's what makes it so cool. And Sue being injured because of her fight, she's unable to right now use her powers, so she can't stop it. It's full on, we're going to go, Yahoo, let's do this. So Namor and Mr. Fantastic just go at it. And I mean, there's such an epic fight. These two are just going like crazy about it. Finally, Richard realizes, holy crap, we're really doing some damage here. I gotta get Namor and me over to an area where we won't hurt anybody, but yet we can continue on with this slugfest. And eventually, they finally find the right spot. I mean, they are just going at it. I mean, Reed is showing some incredible powers that he's never done before. Namor is having the time of his life trying to keep up with Richards. And for everybody who knows Namor, he's super strong because of where he was born and all that. I mean, this is just insane what's going on. He can't do anything against Reed, and Reed is doing a number on him. Eventually, Elijah flies over Sue, to come over there, and that's when, you know, Elijah grabs a hold of Namor, you know, keep him calm. And it's just like, you know, he's unhand me, Skrull. Tempt not the righteous fury of the Avenger's son. Stop struggling, Namor. I'm only trying to prevent you from making an even bigger fool of yourself. What are you saying? You have eyes, use them. I hope you're proud of yourself, Reed. You've been acting like a love-stricken teenager. I never would have believed that you'd turn medieval on me. But Susan, save it, mister. While you and Namor have been playing your macho games, Black Bolt has been crashing. What? I know that would put the spitting contest into prospect. Yeah, spitting contest into prospect. Reed, we need you. Great Neptune. I was always so intent on my own feelings, my own needs. I never noticed how eagerly her eyes caress him, how vibrantly her fingers seek him. How could I have been so blind? That's when Namor finally realizes and lets Mr. Fantastic win. Then the race is on, just trying to save Black Bolt before he dies. Such an amazing story that they did here. I mean, Reed Richard just going insane. That was amazing. Of course, you know, he was trapped in an alternate dimension. Every waking hour, the only thing he thought of was his wife. That's the only thing that kept him going. He comes in, he sees Namor going nuts, and he's just like, what do you expect the guy to do? Beat the crap out of him. Even Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Science Dude, can go lovey-dovey and beat the crap out of another superhuman, or super Atlantean. I just love this one because we finally get to see just how passionate he is about his wife, and of course it's great to see that he's alive, that he wasn't dead. So that's really cool that they did in this. Personally, definitely one of the top 10 comics I have of the Fantastic Four, just because of what happens in here. I love it. So hope you guys enjoy this one. Must read, especially if you're looking for some romance, humor, and stuff like that. So this is T. Secure saying ciao and sayonara.